Hey y'all, I wanted to come on here and to kind of just give you a little bit of wisdom, some knowledge so that you can learn from me. My greatest goal is that you learn from my stories, from my journey, and my biggest hope is that I can encourage you all to not fall into my footsteps, or maybe, like a forewarning or whatever. I don't know. If you have any questions or anything, just ask me. But y'all, God had to sit me down. And the way he sat me down was like, I already knew. And when he sat me down, I knew I had to repent and ask for revelation and guidance. He convicted me, y'all. And here's why. So story time. This entire month of January and February, in my prior video, I talked about how I was on this trajectory, right? Focus, these doors are being open, like this restoration season. I'm like, oh snap, I'm here, and so with doing that, I allowed some distractions to get in, right? And then on top of that, I started to take matters into my own hands, right? I saw these doors being opened. On my head, I'm like, faith without works is dead. Like, I gotta go. To the point of, nightly I try to make it, I've committed to doing my devotionals, opening up my Bible and writing down whatever passage God sends me to and reflecting on that and just having my time with God. But as things started coming, doors started opening, people started booking, people with like big names and everything. I'm like, oh snap, I gotta go, I gotta get this done. This door's gonna close if I don't. Like, these opportunities are gonna close if I don't go through and follow up and whatnot. And so with doing that, I found that my time with God started decreasing. So when I would get to Friday and open up my devotional book, I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so then I'm trying to catch up, and then it's like, that's not really time with God when you're trying to catch up on those things. And so I had to sit down and reflect on how I got to this space. I got to the space that I was in because I trusted God. I asked for daily, guidance. I asked God to guide my footsteps daily. With the excitement of doors being opened, with the excitement of people actually booking and these new experiences happening, I lost track of who I go to. In my time where I was down and going through my seasons of depression and trying to get to where I was at, like, God has always been my guide. I've always came to him to ask for help and guidance and everything. And so in my reflection, it's like, why would it be any different? And so in my reflection, I'm realizing, like, dang, I depended on God in the times when I was down. He obviously is the one who got me to this point, who closed all those other doors that need to be closed, who opened the ones that need to be opened. So for me to have that handoff and be like, okay, I got it from here, and he showed me who, where my strength comes from, where everything is going to come from, how to make everything run smoothly. With me taking things into my own hands, I caused unnecessary stress. I caused unnecessary things to come on that I didn't even need. Hence, he sat me down with the shingles, y'all. I don't know if y'all know what shingles are, but self-induced, stress-induced shingles is what I got. And so it wasn't until that sit down where, I remembered last week, God told me to rest. He told me, he's always going to give us warning before distraction, right? He told me to rest. And I was not obedient to that. I was like, no, I gotta go. These doors are open to God. Like, this person hit me up. I gotta get this stuff going because these doors are gonna close. And as I said in my reflection after I repented, because I did have to repent, I did have to ask God, for forgiveness, because I completely lost track of who was in control. I didn't give the things to God that I need to give to him. And this is where I ended up at. And so in that reflection, I just recognized that it is very important in our restoration season to remember who's in control, to remember who got us there. God's not going to open a door for us and then be like, all right, you got this, figure it out. He's not going to open a door to close it either. If the door is open, that means he's got it. If he's telling you to rest, that means he's got it from here. And so just having that faith enough to trust and believe that, he's got it no matter what it looks like. If we were able to trust him in the seasons when we're down, we can trust him obviously in our restoration seasons, because this is where he brought us to. This is where he's going to give us our strength. And again, if he's telling you to rest, I highly encourage you to rest. So please go check in with yourself to see where you are self-care wise. Check on those emotions, check in with God, see where he needs you to be, see where he needs you to rest at, see what steps he needs you to take, and whatever seems so too heavy or too chaotic, give it up and surrender to God. So I just wanted to encourage you guys for that with that word for today. So I'll talk to you soon.